Yeah, it's getting closer by the day, and I think it's a good sign that we finally managed to break past about the previous highs of 21,800 plus on the Nifty. So, and again, I think interestingly this time around the large cap stocks are firing up. So, I think that's one of the more confident signs for the markets that this time the breakout for the indices would not just sustain, but even build from current levels. Now, on today's topic for Paathshala, it's interesting. One of the more prominent, technical terms which we generally talk of, golden crossover. So, the golden crossover typically means that when the 50-day moving average for any kind of a chart, asset class, index, etc., breaks past about the 200-day moving average. We call it golden crossover because golden is generally termed as a metaphor, where once the stock gives a golden crossover, we expect the trends to pick up, for the stock into more of a stable uptrend, and the stock generally goes into multi-year, multi-month, multi-quarter cycle of uptrend post that. So we look at a couple of examples of how golden crossover generally helps stocks to try and gain momentum, steady the rally as well as build on to the positive momentum for themselves. So this is the charts for IndusInd Bank. The blue line, as you can see, is the 50-day moving average. The red line is the 200-day moving average. The moment the stock had given a golden crossover up move, this was in the month of June 2023. Look at the consistency of stock post that. So, which means it's the start of a literally like a golden period for the stock where it tends to build up gains, moves into pattern of higher highs and higher lows, and then breaks past about the resistances, with a lot of ease for itself. So this was a point where the golden crossover happened for the stock around 1250 odd mark, and currently the stock is placed almost at that 1650, 1660 levels. This is in the span of the last 7-8 months for the stock price, and that's the impact of golden crossover which happens. Interestingly, if you can see that the 50-day moving average has been acting as a support or a reference point for the stock whenever it scales down or gets into a mild phase of consolidation or mild phases of correction. We look at another example more on the FMCG name, a low beta stock as such. The golden crossover happened in the month of again, May, June for the stock around 1600 mark, and look at the tenacity of the stock which picked up pace. So FMCG is typically considered as a low beta stock. The movements are a bit more shallow as compared to rest of the other sectors. But then from this period of golden crossover, we've actually seen the stock climbing up at least 800 to 900 points. So from 1600 odd levels, the stock recently touched a high of 2500. Again, a very similar kind of an observation that post a golden crossover, the 50-day moving average acts as a support or a reference point. So this becomes a good buy on dips opportunity for traders who've missed out on the earlier rally for stock prices.
All right, thank you so much.